going on, guys? Snake Eyes here, bringing you a quick Bloodborne news update. And just recently an article was posted on Dengekionline showing off the Japanese Bloodborne limited edition game, and the article was talking about the things that would be included with it and showing off a few screenshots as well. One of the screenshots was from a page in an art book that will be included in the package, and in that screenshot was a brand new weapon. In Japanese, the sword is called the Kyokai no Daiken, which translates into the Greatsword of the Church. Most people speculate that it's in close relation with the Kirkhammer, with the smaller sword being sheathed inside the bigger sword. And also you can see that the Greatsword of the Church has two variations of its own, one with some sort of cloth wrapped around the blade and another with just the blade itself. There are some people that argue against that point, saying that the crossguard on the smaller sword curves up while the Greatsword stays straight. Since the handle is similar for all four of the weapons, it might be possible that the crossguard gets covered when it's sheathed. One theory that I think, and this is way out there so you guys are going to have to really bear with me, is that this weapon is possibly a boss weapon, and what you're seeing is the three variations that could be made from one particular boss soul. With the soul of Sif and Dark Souls, you had the option to either make one or two versions of the Greatsword of Artorias or the Great Shield of Artorias, so three variations to one soul isn't something that's unheard of, and it's unlikely but would be pretty sweet if I ended up calling it. And I know they might not do souls, but I'm just basically saying the equivalent of what I guess the soul would be in Bloodborne. That's pretty much all I'm saying. Another theory could be that this is just what it is, and that's concept art, and maybe when they were messing around with the idea of multi-purpose weapons, the Greatsword of the Church could have been one of their prototypes, and who knows, maybe in the end they decided that a sword inside a hammer was a cooler and more unique idea than a sword within a sword. There's been a ton of unused concept art that could have been real things and ultimately never came out, but one reason why I don't think that's the case is because usually the concept art that never gets made is of areas or NPCs or something that ties into the game heavily and eventually gets scrapped because there's no time to include it, where this is just a weapon. For all we know, this could be a different weapon entirely, and everyone, including myself, could be completely wrong in the end, and the Kirkhammer and the Greatsword of the Church could be standalone weapons that you can find somewhere hidden within the game. Ultimately, I want to know your thoughts on this weapon. What do you think it could be? Do you think it could be a boss weapon, a standalone weapon? What do you think of the two variations that you see? I really want to know your thoughts on it. It's something that I'm very interested in, but for the most part, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. So leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already. I may or may not make a video talking about the Japanese limited edition Bloodborne, only because I'm going to link an article that basically tells you everything that's going to be in it. In all honesty, I haven't really decided yet, but like I said, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time, take care.